A village is shown in which one day at 10 o'clock all the people and animals fall unconscious. Looking at them, it seemed as if everyone had died. But as soon as it was 4 o'clock in the evening, the whole village regains consciousness and everyone became normal as before. But after some time it is revealed that some women of that village have become pregnant, and in this there are such women who have never had any relationship with any man. Why does this happen to those women, and what changes take place in this village after that incident? To know this, stay till the end of the video. So let's start the story of the movie. The movie starts and we are shown a village named Midwich, where everyone was preparing for the annual festival. Here a lady is shown whose name is Jill. Jill is a primary school teacher and she is organizing this whole festival, but as soon as the clock strikes 10, the whole village falls unconscious mysteriously. Here both humans and animals fall unconscious. Wherever a person falls, he falls unconscious there. After this, we are shown the husband friend of the jail who was coming towards the village, but as soon as he comes to the village area, he also starts falling unconscious and his car meets with an accident and he dies. After this, the police come to this village and tries to know about this incident. Now a man named Ellen comes here who was a doctor of this village, but he was saved because he was out of the village. Here Ellen meets a government scientist named Susan, and Susan is doing research about this incident, but till now it has not been understood that how the whole village has fallen unconscious. As soon as it is 4 o'clock in the evening, all the people and animals who had fallen unconscious start getting up again. Now after waking up, these people are very surprised that how did all this happen to them. After some time, the whole village becomes normal again, but after a few weeks of this incident, it is known that many women of this village have become pregnant, and there was one woman among them who had never had any relationship with any man, but she too has become pregnant. The woman is very upset with this. When the villagers come to know about this, they also get very upset, but the government assures them that whatever women, the government will take responsibility of all those women who have become pregnant, and all those women will be given $3,000 every month and they will get free checkup. Now Susan from the government advises all those women to have children. Therefore all the women agree to the government's advice. Now as the time of delivery of the women comes near, they are called to the hospital. And the delivery of all the women is started one by one. All the women give birth to their children well. But there is a woman named Milani. Her daughter is born dead. So, Susan picks up the girl and takes her to her lab so that she can conduct thorough research on her. Now, these children were growing up at an astonishingly fast rate compared to other normal children, and their IQ levels were significantly higher than other children. For instance, their son David learned to write his name at a very young age. After this, we are shown Bara, who was busy making soap for her daughter. However, her daughter gets upset over something, causing her eyes to suddenly turn green, and she begins to control her mother. Due to which Bar puts her hand in the hot water and her hand gets burnt badly. After this Alan meets his wife Bar and starts asking her about this incident. But Bar was not able to understand anything here, that how should she tell him? That is why she started living in depression after that incident. One day Bar started going towards a river, and from there Kotar gives up her life. Now after this incident many such incidents start happening in this village in which people start giving up their lives mysteriously, but the parents of these children love their children so much that they are not ready to accept that their children are not normal, and these children are behind all the deaths happening in this village. Now when these children are 7 years old, they form a relationship with their partners. But here Debit is completely alone because his partner died as soon as he was born. These children keep using their power from time to time. One day these kids go to the doctor for an eye checkup, but by mistake the doctor hardens the eyes of one kid, which makes Mara angry and her eyes become red. After this, she starts controlling the doctor, due to which the doctor becomes blind by putting medicine in her own eyes. Now those who feel that these kids need good classes to teach them good behavior, approach them for work so that she can teach these kids about good behavior in sympathy. But Alan refuses her, but Tibet is able to form a bond with his mother because he has no partner. After this, we are shown Debit visiting his partner's grave. His mother Melanie is also there and she has not yet recovered from the death of her daughter. Now she starts leaving after seeing Debit. But Debit reads her mind and he understands that she has decided to commit suicide. Now LNB comes here and he is very surprised that Debit has a lot of sympathy for humans, so he decides to teach all these children. When the balance was to take the class of all the children, a cleaner comes here and he considers these children responsible for all the deaths happening in this village, so he beats one child. Now all the children except Debit get angry on this. Their eyes get ready. After this all the children start controlling the cleaner, due to which he climbs the ladder and reaches the top and digs from the top and gives up his life. Earlier they also reached jail here, but that cleaner was now dead and all the children start leaving the class from here. Now after seeing these children they understand that these children are not normal children and they are the ones behind all the deaths happening in the village. After this Alan meets Susan and starts telling her everything. Here Susan tells him that since these children were born in this village, there have been 30 deaths in this village and all these deaths have happened mysteriously. After this Susan tells him a frightening thing. She tells him that this is not happening only in Midway's village but in many isolated villages of Europe and Asia, where people become unconscious on their own and after some time the women there are getting pregnant and giving birth to similar children. Here she also tells Ellen that the CIA has been researching this for many years and after doing the research, they have found out that these children have alien genetics and by doing this, the aliens want to take over this earth. After this, she takes the alien to her lab where he is shocked to see the body of a child. Actually, this girl was the same one who was born dead and she looked exactly like an alien. Now before going home she explains to Susan that these children can read anyone's mind. So never let them read your mind. Now she tells Susan that I am doing a research on these children and you have to support me until my research gets completed. And these children should not come to know about this, but Elaine gets angry at her that she kept this truth hidden for so many days, so he leaves from here without saying anything. Now after going home he tells Mana to stay away from the other children, but Mara starts threatening him that if he does this then it will not be good for him. Mara High tells Line that all the children are going to live in a farm and if anyone tries to stop them then the result will not be good. Well, and Mara did not want to let his mind get into it, so he quietly leaves from here. After this all the children start going to live in the farm, but Debita did not want to leave her mother and go from here, but she did not have any option, so she also has to go under compulsion. Now, a man reaches out to his daughter, who was one of these children, and he asks her to take her home. However, the other children control him, and he hits his heavy fuel tank, which results in his death. After this, Susan meets Alan, and she tells him that the government has decided to kill all these children together. The army is going to come to this village very soon. That's why everyone is evacuating this village as soon as possible. But Elaine meets those children and tries to convince them once, and after talking to them he understands that there is no use in convincing these children. Now here Mara starts reading the mind of the island, from which he understands that if Mara reads his mind then she will know about the government's plan, so she starts thinking about an ocean. After this Mara goes to meet Debbit and she starts talking to Debbit about his good behavior. Because there is absolutely no need for such behavior in their world, but the priest of the church aims at Mara and tries to kill him. At this point, the other children see him and start controlling him, due to which he ends up shooting himself and dies. Now, the villagers are extremely angry because of the priest's death, so they all decide to kill those children. Now, these children meet a woman on their way, and one of them starts abusing her. Due to this, the children control the woman, and she sets herself on fire. After this, we are shown Sujan, who was preparing to leave the village, but then Mara and Debit reach there and try to read her mind. Now, Sujan controls herself a lot so that these children are not able to read her mind, but still, they manage to read her mind. After this he takes Sujan to his lab, where David gets very emotional after seeing his dead partner. Now seeing the dead child, Mara gets angry and starts controlling Sujan. Now Sujan lies on the cable and starts operating on herself with her operation knife, due to which she dies. On the other hand, we are shown L and L, who keep a dynamite in their car so that they can get rid of the children L and L. Now according to the government's plan, the police and military reach here. After this, he meets Jael and starts telling him about his plan, that how he is going to kill the children. But Jael stops him from doing so, especially she tells him not to kill Debit, but Elaine does not listen to her and locks him up and leaves from there. Now the police car reaches the children, but these children control the officer sitting in the car, due to which he starts shooting at the other cars. After some time the police and military men shoot at each other and kill each other. After this Wellen reaches here and he had the same dynamic bomb in his hand. Wellen, following his heart, decides to save David. So he sends him out on some pretext, but seeing such strange behavior of Alan, Balakot starts getting suspicious. So the rest of them try to read his mind, but then Jilla arrives and attempts to read Mara Jal's mind. This angers David, and he pushes her down. Well, then Jail tells Jail to take Debit and leave this place, so Jail takes Debit and they leave from here. Now all the other children were trying to read Elaine's mind, but he starts imagining a wall in his mind. Due to which these children are not able to know about his plan, and by the time these children know about his plan it was too late, so a blast occurs in which all these children along with Elaine are killed. After this we are shown Jean, who tells Debit that we will go somewhere far from here, where no one knows us, and the movie concludes with this final scene. Friends, I truly hope you enjoyed the video. So please like the video and subscribe to the channel. So I will meet you in the next video.